In this video, we will be setting up RightFax from start to finish, and it's going to be a full in-depth video with the most basic installer. So let's get right into it. You're going to have the rps.iso, and this is a file that you get from the OpenText website. All you have to do is right-click it and then mount it. And then as you see, there's lots of setup options. There's lots of folders for the client as well. So for the meantime, what we're going to do is run the setup. It's the 2228 KB file. You don't want the underscore setup. We're just going to be running the regular setup. So in this case, I'm going to run it as administrator. And then it's going to prompt you to set up some prerequisites. So in this case, to install .NET, it's going to do it automatically once I hit OK. So I'll go hit OK. And mind you, before you run this, you just want to make sure that you have the print spooler enabled and IIS is installed as well. So that's something that you're going to have to want to do. I already have it installed, as you see. I have the IIS here. So that's just a little prerequisite, and then RightFax will handle the rest. So just to let you know, this .NET framework, that is all being all of those files are being downloaded here. I believe here in the prerequisites folder. So that's if you're missing any frameworks or anything like that, then RightFax will install it for you automatically. And just to let you know, I'm going to keep this uncut and raw so that everybody can see the entire process from start to finish with no confusion. Now it looks like that's complete. Please reboot before continuing with the install. So now that the .NET framework has been completed, all I have to do is reboot my computer as per requested. So I'll go ahead and reboot. And if you don't want to go through this process of rebooting, or at least watching the process, you can go ahead and fast forward just a bit until we get to the login page so that you can see the next steps. But here we go. I'm going to log in. And likewise, what we did before, we mounted this image, and then we're going to run the setup as administrator now. So now you have the RightFax install. It says there's 3 steps guides. One's the setup, one's the so we'll go through everything with you. All you have to do is hit next, review all the terms and agreements, and here I'm going to select custom because there's some different things I wanted to set up as well. So if I hit next, this is completely up to you what you want to set up on your side, but for me, I like to have the administrative utilities installed so that in case there's any fax dumps that I need to set up, that's something that I want to use. The alerting module, in case you want to do some testing with that module. And then likewise, I'm going to set up the RightFax fax printer. So I'll leave it at that. Those are what components I'm going to install. And then I'm going to hit next. And then it's going to let us know what's required. So it's going to set up IIS. It's going to do the SQL locally, and all of that. So I'm going to install the message queuing on this device, and then I'm going to have SQL Express installed. So yeah, I'll just do a typical install. I'll just have them install what's required, and then it's going to reserve some TCP ports onto my network and reserve them. So now that that's done, all you have to do is hit apply, and then it's going to go ahead and install. And if you see any pop-ups of the uh, any pop-ups of the command line interface, all you have to do is just keep it open. You don't want to touch them, just let them do their own thing. I just moved it to the side because you can see that it is still, the green progress bar is still moving. So if I move my mouse onto the last dot, it's going to be moving. See, it just moved. So even though nothing looks like it's happening, it's still working. So don't worry about that. All right. Now that that's done, it says your system has now met the requirements of all the features. So now it's going to go and install everything else. So just keep going next. I'll set the default file uh, installation path to the C program files 86 and hit next. It's going to configure a website. That's fine. So let's just hit OK. And now we'll just have RightFax install. And this one might take the longest time to do so. So just hang tight. And in the meantime, if you're enjoying this video so far and if you find it helpful, don't forget to hit that like and the subscribe. And yeah, just hang tight while we get everything set up on RightFax. Okay, installation is complete. To continue with your setup and configure the installation, let's hit next. So let's hit next one more time. So this is where we're going to set up the local account. So if you have a domain user, you can go ahead and do that. But since this is just local, I'm going to be setting up just with the local account. I don't have any domains. You could also hit test account. It's going to say the all account settings are valid. So you want to go ahead and hit next. And this is the part where you're going to have to activate the utility. So I'm just going to hit launch licensing utility. And then it's going to open up this this page right here. So you're going to want to hit activate, and then you want to enter some information. But in the meantime, you're going to be setting up the evaluation license, which will give you 30 days of trial. So the email address, you're going to just enter your email address, hit continue. It's going to say my name is contact. Let's give your information. And then activate. So you're going to get an end user license agreement one more time. So you're going to hit accept, and it's going to say RightFax has been successfully activated. Please return to the setup wizard to continue configuring your server, and just hit OK. So you can see I'm valid for about 15 days, or sorry, 30 days. And if you scroll down, it tells you everything that you're configured for. So lots of different modules that I can play around with that usually are not provided to you. Like a lot of these are add-on modules. But now that that's done, all you have to do is hit next. I'm not going to enable any of these. That's fine. And then just hit apply. So now it's going to start up everything. Give it some time. And it's just finalizing the last steps with RightFax. And one more quick thing is that you can see if you scroll down, you're going to have a RightFax folder here, and this is where you can see the Enterprise Fax Manager, you can see the Fax Util. So I'll go through all of those for the meantime. Right now, you can just hit finish here. What I'll do, I'll show you what it looks like in the Enterprise Fax Manager. And the default password is password with the exclamation mark and a capital P. There you go. All the services are up and running in RightFax, so you're able to start configuring all the services as required. I'll go through all of these steps, but at least now, for the meantime, you have a functioning, working RightFax environment, and you should be able to connect to the server that you're on, and just like that, you're able to access RightFax. And you won't be able to send out a test fax yet because we haven't set up anything on your environment, but at least for the meantime, it is all set up, all the services are up and running. And what I recommend is that once you do your install, you restart your server just to make sure that every cleanup has been completed, and it's rebooting from a fresh instance. And that's basically it. That's pretty simple, but it's a long, tedious process, especially if you're installing it on a slower server, for example. So yeah, if you have any questions, just comment them below, like and subscribe it. There you go.